Make money on vacation. It is one of my favorite things to do. With reselling, it's hard because it's not really a passive income stream, or is it? And so for me, I love making money when I'm on vacation as a reseller. And there's a couple ways that you can do it where I think it really works. And I've kind of gotten it down to a system now. So I'm excited to share that with you today. So I think that we should clarify, if you're going away for 2 or 3 months, this is probably not going to work. But I think if you're going away for a weekend, 3, 5 days, maybe even up to 1 full week of being away and on vacation, I think this will work for you. If it's longer than that, I think you run into some problems. I haven't done it for more than a week, so I can't attest to the fact that this system that I have would work. But I do think if you're going away for 1 week or less, this would be perfect for you. So the goal here is to not put your Poshmark closet on vacation mode. If you are a person that needs a break, you totally can put your closet on vacation mode. If you know that you are going to be gone for longer than a week, it's okay to put your closet on vacation mode. I'm not advocating for you can never put your closet on vacation mode. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if you know that you're going to go away for a short period of time and you don't want to completely halt operations because you're relying on the money to continue to come in, and you don't kind of want to start from scratch building your momentum, I think that there's a way to go away and still make money without putting your Poshmark closet on vacation mode. So if you need to do it, if you need that break, if you want to completely unplug and you're not concerned about the money or a little bit of a ramp up period when your vacation is over, then by all means, please go ahead and put yourself on vacation mode on Poshmark. But for me, what I like to do is go on a cruise and know that I'm making sales and that when I get back, I have things to ship and that I made money while I was gone and that me taking time off didn't impact or hurt my business. And for me, that's the perfect thing. So that's what we're talking about today. Okay, so we're going to break this down into before you leave to go on your vacation, some things that you need to do, some simple steps, and then what you do while you're actually on vacation that you need to do as well, some simple steps. So before I leave, and again, this is avoiding putting your Poshmark closet on vacation mode, I make sure that leading up to the vacation time, I am shipping same or next day. Now, this is something that I do anyway as a regular practice. And so my Poshmark shipping is 1.1 days. And that's what Poshmark showcases to the potential buyers that look at my About Me section or whatever. And so that is important to buyers. They want to know that you ship quickly and that if they put in an order and they're on a time crunch to get the dress for the whatever, that it's going to come in time. Lots of people are buying for specific occasions, and there is a time component to it. And as we know, there are lots of Poshmark sellers that are not so great and don't ship quickly. I buy things all the time, and I'm like, are you ever going to ship this? So we know that this is a problem. And so what you want to do all the time leading up to your vacation is ship same or next day. Now, if you're somebody that normally ships every couple of days and not same or next day, you may want to, for the period of time leading up to your vacation, to really try to ship same or next day. What this is going to do for you is basically give you a little bit of padding, because the more things you sell, every time you sell something, the ship time means less and less because it's an average over all of your transactions. So if for the last, 20 sales before your vacation, you ship same day, let's just say that you were able to do that, that's going to give your ship time like a lot of buffer so that when you don't ship, let's say for 3 days or 5 days or 7 days during your vacation, they're going to balance each other out. And so it's not going to affect your overall ship time. You're not going to tank your ship time. So for me, like I say, I normally ship same or next day anyway, but when I know that I'm going to be going away, I try extra special to ship same day if I can. Like instead of going to my storage unit just once a day to go ahead and do my shipping, I might actually go twice a day if it's convenient, just to make sure that I'm getting that ship time as low as possible right before, because I know it's going to go high while I'm gone when I'm not shipping on vacation. So that's the first thing. The next thing is to prepare drafts in Poshmark or Vendoo. So I use Vendoo to create my drafts, and I set listings to go live from Vendoo to Poshmark. That's like my reseller hub. It's my favorite thing, and I love them, and I use them for so many things. So if you're not on Vendoo, you want to check them out, go ahead and check out the link in the description below to get 30% off your first month. But for Poshmark, you can also create, like if you're not on Vendoo, you can also create drafts in Poshmark, as you may know, and then you have them lined up. And so the goal here is to prep as many as you need to cover your vacation time so that during your vacation, you're not losing out on putting up new listings. And so all you have to do is you get everything ready in advance, and then during your vacation, you're just gonna go ahead and click live, click activate, click list, like make it really simple. But you want to do this work in advance. So if you know you're going to be gone for 5 days and you list 5 listings a day, you're going to need 25 drafts prepared. The other thing that you can do is still put listings up, but if you can't or don't want to prep all of those normal listings that you do, the 5 per day, let's say, maybe you just want 1 listing to go up every day, and you're going to be gone for 5 days. Then all you have to do is prep an extra 5. So whatever you can do to prepare drafts in advance and load them into either Poshmark or Vendoo before you leave so that everything is 100% complete. The photos are done, title's done, description is done, it's priced, all the fields are filled out, and so all you have to do is click that last button to actually list it. That's going to save you a ton of time during the vacation, and you're only going to need a few minutes to make that happen. So I have done this from a cruise ship, and it did require me to get the internet package if you're on a cruise ship, but it's totally doable. So I have listed items through the Vendoo app on my phone on a cruise ship and put live listings up while I was on a cruise, and it was amazing. So you can pretty much do this anywhere, no matter what your vacation is, as long as you have either Wi-Fi or cell service. So this next step may vary for some people. For me, I think I've said before on the channel and on Instagram that I keep a old refurbished computer, like bought it for $100 kind of thing, an old laptop. It's literally right here on the floor. I keep it on the floor in my reseller room, and it's on all the time. It never goes to sleep. It's plugged in, and that runs my Poshmark automation, which is Posher VA. Discount link down in the description below. If you're not using Posher VA, it makes things like going on vacation and making money so easy, because all I have to do is make sure that my Posher VA is set for my sharing schedule, which is already in there. There's nothing I have to do extra for that. My offer to likers is already set, so when people will automatically get an offer when they like an item a certain amount of time after. That's already set. That's not anything different. That just happens all the time anyway. So I just make sure that that computer gets restarted right before I go on vacation and is ready to go. If you are a person that uses automation, but you don't have this extra computer, you can do a couple of things. And I've done both. So I have left my computer at home on, it doesn't go to sleep, it's plugged in. And so that will allow it to work for me while I'm not here. And so I can go away on vacation, I can go on the cruise, and as long as the power doesn't go out, this computer is going to run the Posher VA for me. So that's great. If you can't do that for some reason, you don't have a spare computer, or you're just afraid to leave it on while you're not home or whatever, you can bring your laptop with you wherever you go. And I have brought it to, other places, to the hotel room. I have brought it on the cruise ship. And so basically, as long as you have Wi-Fi, you can run your Posher VA on your laptop wherever you are, if that's possible. Like if you're going on a camping trip, maybe not so much possible. But for me, I don't do camping trips. So for me, going on a cruise, as long as I have that internet package, I'm hardly in the room. We're out doing fun things as a family on the cruise. And so for me, I can leave my computer in the room, have it dealing with the Wi-Fi, have Posher VA running for me. And so it's not an issue. So depending on how you may want to set this up, you would need Posher VA as your automation service to do your sharing and do your automatic offer to likers for you. That's kind of a critical component of making money while on vacation and leaving your Poshmark closet open without you having to do a lot on vacation. Like if you're on vacation, you should not be sharing your Poshmark closet. If you're on vacation, you should not be stopping everything you're doing on your vacation and sending out offers. You just shouldn't. It's not a vacation then. In that situation, you should just put everything on, vacation mode and go on vacation and enjoy yourself. But if you want to make money while you're on vacation and you can set up this computer to run your Posher VA for you, now you're in business. Now you can go have the freedom, do the vacation, and Posher VA is going to work for you, which is great. So that's kind of a critical step, but again, it does require the internet. The next thing to do in advance is to create a keyword shortcut. If you don't already have something like this, go online, and check how to set up keyword text replacement on your phone. And you just want to set up a note. You can either copy and paste it in every time, or you can set up the keyboard shortcut. And basically mine says, thank you for your purchase. I'm away until whatever the date is, and I can ship your order on whatever the date is that I would ship. So let's say I get back on a Saturday. Technically, I'm not going to really be able to ship until that Monday. So they're two different dates. So I say, I'm away until this date. I can ship your order on this date. And you don't even need to say that. You can just say, I'm away and I can only ship your order on this day. But I just like to let them know the full thing. Anyway, if that is okay with you, then do nothing. If that is an issue, please let me know and I can cancel your order. Thanks. So I do this to make it very easy for them so that they don't have to write me back. They don't have to do anything, because some people may not even see this message. And so if that's the case, by them not seeing it and doing nothing, allows me to continue to ship that order when I get back. If they do see it and they have an issue, they can tell me to cancel, and then I can cancel the order. So I make it very set up on purpose this way. So it's not like, do this, do that, like all this stuff where we're going back and forth. I don't want to have to deal with that. I'm supposed to be on vacation. So most people I have found, because I've done this many, many times, most people don't care. Most people, when they buy something, they are not in a rush. Every once in a while, you will get the person that says, I need this for an event this Friday. Please cancel my order. I can't wait that long. And then I cancel the order and I lose that sale. But it's fine because I'm on vacation and there's many others that are going to work out where I get the money and I get to be on vacation and I ship them when I get back. So for me, I'm okay if I lose a sale or two because that person needs it quickly. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm on vacation. But the majority of the people have no problem with it. Sometimes they're like, great, have a good vacation, no rush. Sometimes they write back anyway, but it's not, usually nobody's mad. I really have not had any issues. You'll get, if you make 10 or 15 sales while you're gone, maybe 1 or 2 will cancel and all the rest will stay. So for me, that's fully worth it to do all of this and have those extra sales. So make your shortcut ahead of time so that you don't have to type it out while you're on vacation. All you have to do is copy and paste it in or do the keyword shortcut. The next thing is to send now you can choose to do this or not, but I send big offers 1 to 2 days before I go. I feel like this gives me a nice little bump in sales right before I'm about to kind of have a period of activity, but a little lower activity than I would do if I was actually at home. So I send out the big offers, whether it's my 50% or 30% or something bigger. Usually it's not, usually it's 30 or 50. And I send that out 1 to 2 days before I go. That way those offers can clear out and I can ship all of those sales before I have to leave. You wouldn't want to do the big offer the night before you go and then not ship the next day. That's stupid. Now you have all these people that ordered from you and you're not there to ship out the sales. That's silly. So I would do it 1 to 2 days before so that those offers will have time to either go through into a sale or expire. And then you can ship everything out, go on vacation, but at least you kind of have that little activity bump. So the final step to do before you leave is to get up to date on your shipping. So for me, if I can ship out the morning of the day that I leave, that's the best, because Most of the time, unless you have a really early flight or you're heading out on a road trip really early, most of the time you can. For us, we don't leave for a cruise super early in the morning, can't get on the boat till a certain time anyway. So, and I say, because we cruise a lot. So like for us, we do take other vacations, but most of the time they're cruises. We're here in Florida. It's easy for us to hop on a boat. So for me, I know that I can ship before I head out on a cruise. But like when we go to New Jersey to visit my mom, we have an early flight. I'm not going to be able to ship out that morning before I go. So I will make sure that the day before I get out all of my shipping as late as I can to get that shipping out. And then whatever comes in, it comes in and it's going to have to wait. But I do try to make, a last ditch, very last minute shipping so that it all gets squared away. And sometimes if you can't get to the post office, if you don't normally do package pickup, maybe you could leave packages with a friend to get out for you, or you can do package pickup and leave them at your house and then have a neighbor just make sure they went out so that you could get that last shipping out without actually having to go to the post office. So that's an option. So those are all the things that I do in advance. And honestly, it's really not a lot of things because many of these things I'm doing already. I wanted to give you a comprehensive list because we may differ in how we run our businesses on a regular basis. I'm already shipping same or next day. I already have drafts in my Vendu ready to go all the time. That's not something I would do just for vacation. I always have drafts. My Poshmark automation is already going. I already would know that I would do the shipping right before I leave. So many of these things are not anything new for me. And so I really don't have any prep to do ahead of time for me to do this now. Like if I was going on vacation tomorrow, I really wouldn't have anything extra to do except for sending out the offers, and I should have done that the day before. So once you put this system into place once, it's kind of already there, and then you can just take advantage of it, which makes it really great. The next thing, the next set of things is going to be what to do while you're gone. So you've already left on vacation, you're in Vegas, you're on the cruise ship, like wherever, you're in Bali, and so now you just want to keep that listing activity active. So the only way to do that is just to set however many listings to go live each day that you're gone. So if you have it in Poshmark drafts, just go in and hit list, however many you've preset ahead of time for that day. And if you use the Vendu mobile app, then you can go to the Poshmark tab and go ahead and let that list, and that can be taken care of very easily for you. So for me, I try not to take a lot of time out of my vacation to do these things. And when we're on vacation, I want to be on vacation and enjoy the time with my family. So I try to do them in moments where, everybody's getting ready, or you're in the bathroom, or, you're traveling in the car for something. And so it's just kind of like side time. It's not like I'm at the big attraction that we traveled 3,000 miles to go to and I'm over here doing my listings. No, enjoy your vacation. Try to just fit in a few moments to hit those listings live, either in Poshmark or in Vendu, when it's not going to make a major deal and ruin your vacation. And that should only take a couple of minutes, depending on how many listings you're putting up. So for me, I typically don't put up my full number of listings while I'm on vacation. I'm okay with having a small dip in listings for the few days that I'm gone, but I don't want to sacrifice all of it, so that's why I do put up a few. So it might be 1 listing per day. It might be 2 listings per day. But if I'm normally doing 15 listings per day, I'm not putting up 15 listings during my vacation. So you just need to decide what that amount is for you and have those prepped in advance so that when you're doing it on your actual vacation, you can just click the button a couple times and call it a day. Next, again, make sure your automation service is working for you. This is a crucial step to make sales when you're vacationing. I don't even know why I wrote that, because unless you brought the computer with you, if your computer's at home running your automation, there's really nothing you can do now because you're not at home. Next, when you make sales, immediately send the buyer your preset message to show them good customer service and to make sure that you give them a chance to cancel if delayed shipping doesn't work for them. So I do try to send the message to them very quickly after they make the purchase. So if you are busy and vacationing and you're in the pool and you don't have your phone, I would try to make a habit to periodically check throughout the day, and don't completely ignore your phone, just to see if any sales came in and if you need to send out that message. Because we do know that there are Poshmark buyers that are not really like on the app kind of people. Like, they may not be sellers, they may not be checking their app often, they may not be good at checking their email, and so they may not really see your message in any kind of timely manner. And so the whole point is that you want to give them good customer service. You want to send them that note as quickly as possible, hopefully while they're on the app, hopefully while they're still kind of in there after having just made the purchase, so that they can make the quick decision of, okay, the delayed shipping works for me, or okay, it doesn't. And that gives you peace of mind too, to know that this person like is taken care of, and you don't just like have all these things flapping in the breeze out there of, are they okay with the delayed shipping? Are they not okay? Like, if you're a person where that's going to stress you out, this may not be the right system for you. But for me, I know that as long as I send out that message to them that notifies them of the delayed shipping as close to the sale coming in as possible, I feel good that I've done my part. And so if they see it, that's not my fault. If they don't check their Poshmark, that's not my fault. And so my plan is that I will ship it on the date that I said. And as long as I do the things that I have communicated to them, I feel good with that. So as long as you're doing that, then you should feel good with that too. The next thing would be to cancel any orders that you do need to cancel. So if someone does reach back out to you and says, hey, I need this right away, can you please cancel the order? Or if they go ahead and cancel the order, you're all set. Most buyers don't know how to cancel the order, so they ask you to do it. Just go ahead and go in there and cancel the order. That way it's all taken care of. You don't need to worry about it. They know that they're all set and they're not bugging you a few times. So I would do those two steps pretty quickly from the activity happening. Send the message out about the delayed shipping and cancel the order if they ask you to. Do those quickly. The last thing would be, two things. If you are gone for more than, I think now it's 5 days, but it used to be longer. It used to be like 7 or 10 days, and now I think it's 5. So Poshmark will send you a notification that says, please ship to our address, blah, blah, blah. Like, they're going to tell you, please ship this item, because they see that you haven't shipped it yet. And so they don't like that. You can push that a little bit. So I remember the first time it happened to me, this was years ago, I got concerned and I sent Poshmark a message, and I was an email, and I was just like, I'm away. I told the buyer I was going to be away. I've been in communication with them. Like, everything's fine, but I'm not going to be here to ship it in a day or two, but they know about it. And they were like, that's fine. Don't worry about it as long as you're communicating with your buyer. So I don't really think that Poshmark cares. I think that they just have these measures in place that are for everyone, that I'm pretty sure now it's 5 days. 5 days after you haven't shipped your item from the sale coming in, they will send you a reminder that says, please ship your item. And you actually have to go in and like click a button that says, I plan to ship in the next 1 or 2 days. Go ahead and click that as soon as they send that to you, because that just shows Poshmark, yes, I'm on top of it. Yes, I plan to ship. Yes, I know. Because right now, I don't know what their protocol is as far as if you didn't press that button, what would happen? Would they automatically cancel the sale? I don't know what the situation is, because I always click the button that says, yep, I plan to ship in 1 to 2 days. And most of the time, I am going to ship within 1 to 2 days, because I don't do this plan if I'm going to be gone for more than a week. So if it's 5 days that they send the reminder, I plan to ship in 1 to 2 days, I'm usually back by then, and it's not really an issue. So just make sure that you click that so that you make also Poshmark happy. And then the last thing is ship the orders as soon as you get back. Make sure that you mark them as shipped, because if you don't, they can still cancel the order. So if you do get into that 7-day range, because I believe they have 7 days to cancel the order if it's not been shipped. So let's say you drop everything off at the post office and you don't click shipped, they could cancel it and you've already shipped it. So you don't want to do that. If you ship it, go ahead and mark that you have shipped it so that they cannot cancel on you at that point. And just for an added customer service note, you could send the buyers a quick little other message that says, hey, thanks so much for your patience. I shipped your items today. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks again for understanding. And so you could just send a little like proactive note to let them know that you did indeed ship it. It kind of closes the loop. It kind of just prevents any issue from, them saying she didn't ship it or she never told me. Like, they can't go around and say that you didn't do what you were supposed to do if you have the messages in the app that show, I told her it was going to be delayed, I shipped it, I marked it as shipped, and I sent her this nice note that says, I shipped it, thanks for your patience. You did everything you could, CYA, cover your ass. So I feel like doing those simple steps really can help. And then really, congratulations, you just made money while you're on vacation without going on vacation mode on Poshmark. And so, like I said at the beginning, I have done this a bunch of times, like several times a year. We take small mini vacations and I leave my closet open all of the time. I can't tell you the last time I put my closet on vacation mode. Like, I don't even know when. Now, right now, I am only on Poshmark and it makes life easy. And so even though I do believe in cross-posting and even though I could cross-post, these days with everything I have going on, I really just like to focus on Poshmark and selling on Poshmark and making content for you about Poshmark and kind of calling it a day. So for me, that's what works for my season of life. If you are on other platforms, which I recognize many of you are, you will need to obviously take additional steps to deal with those particular platforms of what you're going to do with Mercari and what you're going to do with eBay and handling time and all of that. So this video obviously does not address that because I'm primarily a Poshmark helper coach. And so I try to just stay in what I know, which is Poshmark the best. So let me know what questions you have down in the comments below as far as what other things I didn't address about going on vacation mode, not going on vacation mode, because I can always do a follow-up video. I definitely want you guys to have all the tools you need to be successful on Poshmark. And I have lots of resources for you in my description. You can sign up for my Poshmark strategies checklist. I have a free reseller resource guide with everything in there that I've put together for you. So there's lots of stuff down below. Always check that out. And I will see you in the next video. Go ahead and watch whichever video comes up next here on the channel. Bye!